everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at XG's Something Ain't Right, the fixed cam choreography video. Very excited for this because whenever you watch a fixed cam, you end up getting to appreciate the transitions and the overall staging of the choreo and not just the overall aesthetic. So that's what I'm looking forward to here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah. 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 Such an earworm, such a good song. It really is. Yeah. Love the joy. Cute. Yeah, so I mean, I would say like we've covered the majority of like the context of content, which was really nice, but we're gonna kind of just do a little overview here if you really want to hear like my thoughts on just the overall schema of like how freaking awkward this choreo structure is, but how fitting it is. It really tailors to the concept quite effectively. I have the choreo video already analyzed and having the time of our lives over there. Here, it's mostly just appreciating the staging of it, right? And the transitions. It does feel a smidgen on the marked side, meaning it's like, this is like a courtesy shoot. This isn't like a, we're gonna go like super ham here like they were in the parking garage. And I think that's absolutely fine. Their fits are not giving that, like they are giving that something ain't right kind of vibe, but not to the degree of like Harvey's alien glasses, you know? It wasn't like that kind of like extra version of strange, which I think is fine. And so I think they're kind of matching the vibe of their fits very well. Now this little sound right there is a little metronome, and they count that in order for them to know, okay, after that goes twice, we're about to start. It starts immediately. So That's cool. There's a good chance that whenever they are at a like in their concerts, they probably have that in their in-ear, and then it just starts. Do you know what I mean? So that's really nice. So they're already setting the scene, ready to go. Come on. Subtlety with the hat is always really fun. And when it's a fixed cam, you're really able to appreciate the subtlety so much more than when you have a moving shot. Because a moving shot is either going to make something look a little bit more full than it was originally choreographed, which sometimes that's the point, or other times it's going to make something look more muted, like lack of transition appreciation is kind of my big thing that I look at. So they have the levels. I like here. I like how nice presentation. You have Chisa right there. Oh, killing it. I still really like her as a vocalist. It's something that over the duration of watching their documentary and seeing their discography, something I appreciated immensely was her vocals and her tone in general. It's just super nice and admirable. Yeah, take it. You can take it. Yep, all that there. The subtlety with the fingers, really nice. Seeing it how it's kind of a little like da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, or like right there on like the consonant vibes is definitely something that you feel here for that moment there. That made it really nice and full, which is cool. Do-do-doom. I really like how she took it and clocked it down. They all match. And notice right there, we go immediately into, we do a little bounce, like a rock or a bounce of some kind, probably a rock more so. And then we do it's an isolated switch. So what really made that quirky was because the absence of movement from the lower body. Fixed cams allow us to see that. If you look on this side on stage left, you can really notice it from those three. Then right here in the center, definitely gives, it just feels very electro funk. If that kind of makes sense. I feel like there's certain niches of dance culture that really tie into this flow. Now I do know Sienna, she was on this through and through. I see so much of her movement quality in this and the hybrids of her work on this. Of course, it's awesome. I love the relationship. I'm a ride or die for teams, stick with groups for long hauls. Like Choi Young-jun with 17, Team Same there, and just like Sienna with XG. I think it's such a great combination. They really take to her, and I think that her movement quality looks incredible on their discography. So that's why I'm like, yes, huge advocate. Stick with Sienna. You know what I mean? I love that. The transition right there was super nice. There's like these awkward jumps that happen throughout. Not awkward meaning they need to change it, but awkward out of appreciation for it's not, you normally don't add a jump there when you have these little range motions or rotations as we go through. Then we hear, oh, your name, I like the little hop 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 from Kokona. It's cute. She's a vibe. Boom, boom. I wish I could pull off this fit. I wish I could pull off a shaved tab like her. Maybe one day, but I actually am really digging having my bob back. I did go through a stint of being able to like hybrid through having short hair and then putting it up to make it look like I have a shaved head. She rocks it freaking well. I would love to wear her fit personally because the platform shoes are killer. But and the same, I love that. So for me, I think there's nothing wrong with it. There's something is right there. This groove right there, that's what made me think there's a good chance Sienna's on it when I saw that mess right there. Because of how they go and they create that range around, do a nice little heel toe and they dig through it. I love the groove on that with the throw. And all this, it does feel like a party. It feels like a social scene. So the transitions are very structured, but they look super organic and natural. That's a very impressive thing. We got to give her flowers too. I love that little hop hop from her. And her hair, bless it. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. I know there's extensions we're playing on it. It's such a vibe, and only she can pull it off to where it doesn't look like, if I wore that, Lord have mercy, I would get fired from my job. Like, we'd be like, what are you doing, Jess? But it works for the concept so well. Da, da, double up. Really nice. The meltdowns, the swings are super cute. Also, hinging. The hinges are what really works with that, makes it quirky. The opposition of the arm, that it's straight and the range is in check. So it allows your feature to be featured, but also allows everybody to have this really nice uniformity of strange, which is cool. They come up. I know. Right, all this, you've been acting funny. Now, let me tell you, how you do this is from your back, not from your arms, because by going in your back, you're going to allow it to have a sense of weightiness, but it's not going to feel, extra reverb. So you're not going to get this residual inconsistent pulse, and that's what you need to have for this. They're doing a great job on it. They're very consistent. Now, the thing is, some people are like, Jess, what do you mean? They're always good. Just because a group is good at debut or they're good for the first couple of years doesn't mean they stay that way in certain roles that they have chosen to pursue to justify themselves as a group. Some groups are known for synchronicity and then they deviate over an extended period of time. For them, that's never really been a question. Despite their schedule, I think there was only one little rift where I noticed that they weren't quite as clean as the standard in which they set, and it was the girl gang left-right era. And that's not even a qualm. It doesn't bother me at all. But I do know it's like, I'm going to take note of it, that your schedule will influence your overall cleanliness or intention to cleaning your choreo or making it to where it's at that clean and crisp perspective, right? So I'm saying here that they're probably very busy. They're on a world tour right now. That's as busy as you can get, honestly. Add that, throw in an album promotion, it's a lot, right? But I love the fact they keep the alphas fed. We love it. So I like here, you're able to really see these two actually join in with the center on this. Normally, like, you would only see Chisa, but it's nice to see all three join in, not just her for that. You're looking crazy. Yeah, so it goes here, and then they hit down. So they don't triple it. Some of them, like Okona does it, hit it in the back. That's a very interesting thing to me. It feels like it's cut off, personally. The turn on that was really nice from those two. Something ain't right. Boom, boom. Ain't right. Nice little party moment. And of course we have this nice little pool coming on. And everyone's just popping off. We're here for it. Such a vibe. Right. Something. Yep, I like that something, something. So the absence of movement from the features allow us to see them, but we still have this nice little ball change here. Now all this, do you see what I mean? Like, it's such a, now this, you could play this as a house track so easily because of the hi-hat. And that's one little timbre indicator. You can be like, BPM range is hanging out there, which is cool. But like, these are great examples. The transitions are like we're freaking partying, and then all of a sudden we have this super structured choreo. But structure doesn't mean like, what is it? That clean, crisp, militant grade, right? I'm talking like there's still a groove present. There's still funk, like this like funky vibe present. Not funky out of like personality, but funky and groove. Does that make sense? So I think like that is still there. But how they get into it is very counterintuitive to how you would normally see people get into it. Normally it looks messy, but it's the most structured, messy choreo I've seen in my life. It's so cool. It's so fascinating. It's like a case study on transitions. It's so fun. And then the pulse there, and then they go a little twirl, and then they cross over. Do-do-do-do-do. Like the little swing there. Now, Harvey's not giving that alien energy like what I was used to seeing from her in the choreo. That's fine. We love seeing her in her normal state is what it feels like. It's just cute. I love that, I love that choice with the turn from everybody. The me good. I think Maya freaking 8.5. Like, I'm just telling you, I would say MVP of the song would probably go to Maya. That she did a phenomenal job in her sections. I mean, all of them did, but she sticks out in my brain out of most sections. Harvey, with her alien glasses, I think takes a very close honorable mention. In my personal opinion, so fun. What do you want? Endurance alien walk. I had never seen somebody walk with that type of commitment in a parking garage before. So wild. The hips are fun. Juria living her life. I like that we have a little referee fit. It actually matches Jurin's fit. Like, everybody has something that matches somebody else's. And because you have Hinata's like braided kind of top that matches Kokona's braided top. Do you know what I mean? So there's still, even in the style, there's like an overlap of like concepts that tailor to one other person, but it's still super unhinged. Like, and notice here, love that. Good job, Chisun, keeping your balance. That is deceptively harder to balance than you realize when you had to make it like quirky, whimsical, but also structured and stable. Great on that. And then I like the balance side of them doing the swing on both sides. It looks nice. Oh, I know. Boom. I love the hips on this. It's cute. Me lately, we got a light. Yeah, and they pull it through. Ugh, such a vibe. Looking crazy, boom, crazy, boom, and they pick up the hip. So it's like it's phrase bleed through. So I really like that. I've been taking more of an admiration to that lately. Whenever you see movement quality, or you see a sequence of movement or a phrase of choreo that bleeds over into phrases, where normally you have like it's structured in 8 counts a lot of times, and which is what this track is. But got me out here looking crazy, and how Kokona bleeds her phrase vocally over into the next 8 count out the movement quality or the movement progression also does. So it feels like we have these little chain link puzzle pieces that are connecting our choreo in the course. It's not just, here's an 8 count of choreography, here's an 8 count of choreo. It's like you have that, but then you also have these intermingling links that are allowing us to feel the flow. The flow is maintained even though it has an unhinged vibe. Like this has the highest chance of having an unhinged, disconnected vibe, but this, it's all intentional, and you can clearly see that, which is really cool. You can't fake it. Love that aim right. With the box step, it's cute. And they all look different directions, and then we have the little ISO, and then love the moment from there. We're melting it through, and then Harvey doubles it up on her pace. But everybody goes subtle, something, something, something. It's like they're glitching out. It gives that vibe, which matches the alien theme they have. This right here, I've seen Sienna do that too. I love it. Yep, something, something. Such a vibe. The walks are nice, great pose, where they're all maintaining the same angle in their walk with their ribs. So that was really nice. And the lean on that, the flick of the wrist. Come on, pull something, aim, hop, hop. Come on. Comes back around. Now that was nice where they go and they end up rotating on the tail end, talking about a round, talking about circle. Super fun. Yep, no time. I love how we're melting into it. Super cute. Love the high-low on that. Super fun. 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Oh no, what happened? Come on. Sometimes that happens. Let's go. Nice little freeze frame. Something ain't right. Boom, boom. Come on. Party. But it's still structured, so all of it feels communal, which is what I've been saying. It's what makes it joyful. It makes you want to learn it. I learned it, and I had a lot of fun. Love that little, they go from high and then low, and they have this nice little, like, they're looking with their eyes, but not with their full head. I love that choice. Then right here, all of this right there, that's just so fascinating. Like, it's still clean. Now, let's think the XG super squeaky militant clean. No, but it's still very clean. And part of the reason why it's not going to have that XG clean is because of what they're wearing. That's a very simple, like, if they're all wearing the same thing, that's one thing. They're not. So yeah, Kokona has a completely different textile in the lower half in comparison to Maya, right? So how it's going to look is going to feel so different. But it's still very disciplined, and it's still clean enough for us to see it despite what they're wearing. Very impressive. Okay, right. Something ain't right. Boom. There's your party, but notice we're now traveling it backwards. Like, something ain't right. This would feel better going forwards, but it feels like we're going in reverse, and that's why it feels something's not right. Like, the transitions, it doesn't feel right how it's structured, but it works. Like, does that make sense? Like, it goes much deeper than just the song and just the concept. Is even the choreography justifies it, which is why it feels so well-rounded collectively, not just in costuming. Really dope. Yep, something, something. Yep, and I love that with the heads. It's super cute. What's not right is the fact that it's still clean. Honestly, when the ponies are super cute with the shoulder. Come on now. Something ain't right with a hit over do-do-do-doom with a cute, fun finish. They don't look winded at all either. God, that's so cool. I'm envious of their stamina ability, but also they're on tour and I'm not. So we pick our battles on that. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing a little overview here, and it's still pretty extensive in comparison to, you know, for what I do, which is really cool. And I hope you guys are able to appreciate this choreo in a way that maybe it was something you hadn't really thought of before. I love looking at choreo from different vantage points, specifically the fixed cams, because it allows us to appreciate certain facets that performance versions do not have, which is the transitions, the seamless, like, you get to see how all the parts work in a one take in comparison to seeing it cut in different vantage points. So I think that's this is just super dope. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Like I've mentioned, I have Marathon XG. I have seen their entire discography, and I've watched their documentary, which I think was really, really cool. And there's still a couple of those, all the documentary and some of their actual, like, discography that's not been launched yet, like Left, Right, and Girl Gang has not been launched yet. And if you're like, Jess, I want to see that, Patreon's going to be the perfect place to get access to it, to binge away. It is there for you. And the discussions in the comments are so freaking fitting. I loved getting to learn about the fan base, the alphas, and being able to learn more about what makes XG great in that lens way back at when I filmed it, but also it's really fun to get to appreciate what they do nowadays, knowing what I know. Once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.